I played Garry's Mod 2, and you can too. If you don't know what Garry's Mod is, it's a sandbox game released in 2006 where you have the freedom to do whatever you want. And I mean anything, from running from scary things to role-playing to even whatever this is. But as you can tell, Garry's Mod is quite old, as in like it can drive a car. This game has aged like fine wine. To this day, thousands of people play this game. However, I think it is time to talk about Garry's Mod 2, aka a sandbox. A sandbox is like a successor to Garry's Mod. It has very similar elements such as being very weird. As you can probably tell from the title, I have played this game, and it has, well, a few problems. So, this is a sandbox, and as you can tell, it has gotten a pretty big graphical upgrade over Garry's Mod, and your character has some interesting looking feet. The game, from my time playing, has been very interesting. On one hand, I enjoy playing this game, but on the other hand, it seems like a cut down version of Garry's Mod. By the way, I will be running a giveaway for Garry's Mod 2, aka a sandbox, and information will be at the end of the video. As you can see, I can still no-clip just like in Garry's Mod. However, you now double-click the spacebar to no-clip, as you would in a game like Minecraft. Anyway, this game is like Garry's Mod, as you can play in both first and third-person mode. And yes, I know it's sad, but the original physics gun is no longer in the game and now has been replaced by a pistol-like model. However, it still functions very similar, if not the same. So let's get into some of the differences between the two games. One of the first things that we should talk about is custom player models. They are now gone. Now, the game is still in development, but for as of recording, they have removed custom player models as a whole. Now, some game modes have different player models, but for the sandbox game mode, they are gone. Another thing that I actually enjoy is the ease of changing your map. Instead of having to leave the game and make a new game, you can easily press the escape key and choose a new map. A different feature I am excited about, and a lot of developers may be excited for, is the new game mode/map creator. This is a game changer, and it lets you create maps without having to download a whole other application. Something I do like about a sandbox is the minimalized spawn menu. As on Garry's Mod, the menu looked very janky and unpolished, but a sandbox's menu is very simple to use and quite polished. The sandbox is missing quite a bit from its older brother Garry's Mod, as a lot of add-ons and maps that we love have not been ported or recreated on a sandbox, but that is to be expected as the game has not been released to the public and is still being developed. At the moment, I think both games have their pros and cons, but I actually enjoy a sandbox over Garry's Mod, even though it is missing some of the things from Garry's Mod. If you didn't notice at the beginning of the video, I showed you guys a menu that looks similar to the Steam Workshop, and that's because it is kinda like the Steam Workshop, but it's built into the game. Players of Garry's Mod would know that Garry's Mod heavily relied on the community for its success, and facepunch, the developers of Garry's Mod, are taking a similar approach with the sandbox. So what does this mean? Well, now things such as game modes and add-ons are hosted on facepunch's servers, which means they can have a more integrated game. In the sense, they can have the community's work integrated into the game, and here's where the game starts to drift away from its older brother, Garry's Mod. See, the difference with the sandbox is I can click on something that just looks cool and just play it. However, I see this as a big win for a sandbox over Garry's Mod, as you can easily click and play without having to subscribe to someone's workshop project and have your computer possibly hacked. How will this affect the game, you may ask? And in my opinion, I'd say it gives a sandbox an advantage over its predecessor Garry's Mod, and may even make this game's biggest selling point. See, facepunch isn't dumb, and they know if they make a game easy to use and fun for players, it will sell like hotcakes. I could go from playing a Tetris knockoff to playing Jenga with my friends. If facepunch can get a massive community of players, then this game could be the next big sandbox game. Also, I am hosting a giveaway for one key for a sandbox, and if you want to be entered to win a copy of the game, then like, subscribe, and comment where you think a sandbox is going. Anyway, that's all I have to say for today, and I hope we can see a sandbox make improvements and at some point get to a full release.